received a Stegner Fellowship in Creative Writing at Stanford University. She received also a Fulbright 2003. She was awarded the Best American Poetry Award in 2002, and also received the Pushcart Prize in poetry. Okay, so let's give Mong-Lan a welcome.
Thank you. Stepping out onto Corrientes, you see the surge of lights, the waves of people, the blaring neon. Buenos Aires, windswept, bipolar, insomniac, histrionic. Not surprisingly, there are more theatrical shows here than in any other city in South America. I now find myself here for more than 3 years, immersed in its culture and people. El Castellano, the particular Argentine Spanish, and the tango. Dancing the tango, singing the tango, painting the tango. There is poetry in the forbidden, the languid night, the time spent and misspent dancing the tango to the weeping of the bandoneon and the low sighs of the double bass. Dancers sway in each other's arms on city streets, on choreographed stages in meat market milongas, in private homes in the heady sweetness of a complex mathematics that looks at once simple and elaborate, and only sometimes involves the heart. A poetry of the body, a heightening of the senses that exalts the communication of the body between one person and another. A poetry of the body, a heightening of the senses that exalts the communication of the body between one person and another. A poetry of the senses overwhelming the 5 senses of the body, the tango. The tango was born in the Rio de la Plata region that encompasses Argentina and Uruguay. Some of the great musicians and singers of the tango came from Uruguay. Much the way Chile made its wines famous all over the world, Argentina made the tango its trademark, its brand. The tango is sultry and sensual, not sexual. That is for después, later. After 17 years of being involved with the tango and relationships of the flesh and heart, I have come to realize that every relationship is a tango. Every movement between that leads from here to there. If it affects us, if it afflicts us, if it calls to our heart and recalls ancient memories. The tango is more than just a movement or a series of movements. It is that connection between yourself and your partner, between the 2 hearts, 2 memories, 2 bodies moving as one. I have found that more important than the dance itself is a relationship. Give and take. Not just give and not just take. The follower gives of herself, the leader gives. If the energy is just right, there is a balance, and both are refreshed, renewed. An exchange at once spiritual and sensual. A figure 8 that is emblematic of eternity. Buenos Aires is a city of intense passion, city of song and dance, pot beaters and riders of an unstable economy. Things are taken lightheartedly and explained by es lo que hay. That's what there is. A city where if you can take the ups and downs and believe wholeheartedly in luck and the lottery, you can remake yourself in body and spirit. But into what? Writes Jorge Luis Borges in El Tango. Esa ráfaga, el tango, esa diablura. Los atareos, años de Sofía, hecho de polvo y tiempo. El hombre dura menos que la liviana melodía, que solo es tiempo. And this is my translation. This gust, the tango, this mischief. The busy year's challenges. Made of dust and time, man endures less than the light melody. That is only time. A city caught and trapped in dust and time, while the mischievous tango endures. The streets, Corrientes and Córdoba, surround my apartment. The people are still primal, raw, connected more to the skies, to each other. to the universe than to any technological gadget. One sees the desperation in the eyes of a child of four reflected from the eyes of her parents. Where the two main roads intersect, 9 de Julio and Corrientes, there rises a great obelisk, an emblem of the city itself. It is a streak of ego and daring into the sky, as if to say, this is who we are. This is what we aspire to. This is what we were, if we may but look inside ourselves to what stirrings this ambition may lead us to. This is the city where Borges masterminded and directed the great library, wielded his pen in the labyrinth of his mind, and soaring blindness and darkness, where mind must function over matter, making matter immaterial, where a song is heartbreak, heartbreak is forever, and forever is longer than a thought. For every motion, there is an equal and opposite emotion. For every desire, a non-desire, and a lurking fulfillment. Everything, this too is about to extinguish, this feeling, this emotion and desire. This is the moment I am most alive, the moment I cross the street to meet you. Eyes moist, all the threads of a life. And here's, I end with the section of Tango from Jorge Luis Borges. Tango que fuiste feliz como yo también lo he sido. Según me cuento el recuerdo fue el olvido. Tango, that you were happy, as also I have been, following memories recounting the memory that was oblivion. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I couldn't print it out in traveling. I didn't have a printer, so it's more ecological this way. Don't waste.
That's good.
Let's go ahead. You approve? Okay. Okay. And so let's go backwards. So this book is based on the tango too. There's a lot of my tango drawings. I'm a visual artist and poet, and I also dance tango. I did several performances here in San Francisco, and I taught. So I'm going to just read one page from it, and then you can browse, and maybe I'll read 2 pages. Another day crossing a bridge of rotted wood, graffiti, quick feet, trains, the heart beating, cobbled streets where trolley lines used to run, paved over, still showing the skeletons. A motorcycle burns in the streets. A motorcycle burns without cause. A motorcycle in flames. How much is loss? How much loss is bearable? How much loss is allowable? How much love is allowable? Angustia de sentirme abandonado y pensar que otro a su lado. A car burnt to the ground, the disappearing act into air. Then you disappeared through the forest of my heart. Must I stay with the tango for you? My heart ravenous, my veins long highways. I traverse to get to you. I am outside of time. Being outside of time, I am closer to you. Being outside, I get used to being outside. I've always been there. So, please.
And what was the name of that?
Force of the Heart, Tango Art. And then, okay, so moving on in the tango theme, this is Tango Italiano Poemas y Dibujos. This is a bilingual version. And I wrote it in English, and then I translated it to Spanish. And it's Castellano, the Spanish of Argentina. How many people have been to Argentina? Oh, you've been? Are you Argentine?
No.
Oh, okay. You never know. Okay, and how many of you tango? Okay, we have 2. There should be more of you. Anyway. Just kidding. Tango is a vice. So it's better if you stay at home and read books. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to read just a few pages from this, and this I'll read Spanish and then English. And would you like me to read the Spanish? I can skip the Spanish.
Fine.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then also in this book there are my drawings as well. Milonga seismology. Milonga is a place where people come to dance tango. seismology is, as you live here, it's like the steady earthquakes, right? So if you're going to be Mong-Lan, you've experienced this rapture of, then it becomes a earthquake, seismology, study the heart, the rapture. How many women have you held to perfect your movements? How many circles have you drawn with your precious feet? How many breasts have you pressed, held the moment in a tiny chandelier? Backs have you crushed with your palm peppers to stone? Through this dance, what are the geometrical equations you have considered? How many shielded eyes from your radiance? How many have had to forget? Isn't complicity best, most dangerous? ¿Cuántas mujeres has abrazado para perfeccionar tus movimientos? ¿Cuántos círculos has dibujado con tus pies adivinos? ¿Cuántos pechos has estrechado, sostenido el momento en un minúsculo candelabro? ¿Cuántas espaldas has aplastado con tu palma, gimiendo sobre piedra? A través de este baile, ¿cuáles son las ecuaciones geométricas que has considerado? ¿Cuántos protegieron sus ojos de tu resplandor? ¿Cuántos han tenido que olvidar? No es la complicidad lo mejor, lo más peligroso. For this dream is long, I would not have noticed. When God allowed speech. In your arms, the hours between a breath, step, and hand clasp. Liquid beat. Tangled bodies enter ready into another. Between us 1 inch, an arm length, hundreds of bodies away. Earth, earthliness, once I held you, would it be too late? Como este sueño es largo, yo no habría notado. Cuando Dios permitió la palabra. En tus brazos las horas entre un respiro. Paso y mano se entrelazan. Ritmo líquido. Cuerpos se enredan, entran listos en el otro. Entre nosotros un centímetro, un brazo de distancia. Cientos de cuerpos lejos. La tierra de la tierra. Una vez que yo te abrazara, sería demasiado tarde. How does love function? How does anyone function? How you complement. One must be sufficient, the other. How does the poet wake verse from air? The deaf woman speaks in hoarse tones. She is beautiful. After the others, you approximate the sun's shore, the moon's shorelessness. What do the runes say? A step, logical, illogical, improvised. Never expect, wish. ¿Cómo funciona el amor? ¿Cómo funciona alguien? ¿Cómo complementas? Uno debe ser suficiente, el otro. Como el poeta despierta versos del aire. La mujer sorda habla en tonos roncos, es hermosa. Después de los otros voz, te aproximas la orilla del sol. El velo, salvación, consuelo. Si no brilla la luna, ¿qué dicen las lunas? Un paso lógico, ilógico, improvisado. Nunca esperes, desea. And then just read one more section from this. Maybe this is too risque here.
No, too risque.
What? Okay. We'll try it out. I don't know. Okay. The woman seduces. That is part of the dance. Her legs, her arms, her posture, her elegance. Her bravura, her willingness to tease. She realizes that seduction is part of the tango's beauty. The man also seduces by his skills in the tango. His confidence, his creativity, his playfulness, his embrace. If he's able to show her another world through the tango, a visit to another dimension, he has achieved the highest. The music also seduces irresistibly. La mujer seduce, eso es parte de la danza. Sus piernas, sus brazos, su postura. Su elegancia, su coraje, su deseo de juguetear. Ella se da cuenta de que la seducción es parte de la belleza del tango. El hombre también seduce. con su habilidad en el tango, su confianza, su creatividad, su jugueteo, su abrazo. Si él es capaz de mostrarle a otro mundo a través del tango, una visita a otra dimensión, ha logrado lo más alto. La música también seduce, irresistible. Okay, so